Hello and welcome to episode 6 of series 1 in the Relaxing Piano Playlist with your host James Quinn here at the piano. Thank you very much for joining me. In this episode you're going to hear 6 pieces ranging from a wide variety of composers. In this episode you're going to hear music from the Baroque, the Classical, the Romantic and the 20th century periods. The first piece that you're going to hear comes from the Baroque composer Johann Sebastian Bach. In this particular case, you're going to hear one of his preludes. You'll hear his prelude number 22 in B-flat minor, which comes from the first book of the Waltz for Clavier. We then go to the classical period for our next piece, courtesy of the composer Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. In this particular case, you're going to hear the first movement set to the speed of Adagio, which comes from his Piano Sonata number 4 in E-flat major. This was published as Coca number 282. We then go into the Romantic period for our next set of pieces. The first of these comes from the composer Frédéric Chopin. And in this particular instance, you're going to hear one of his own short preludes. In this case, you're going to hear the prelude in F sharp major, which comes from his cycle of 24 preludes, which he published as opus number 28. We then follow this with an addition to the composer Piotr Tchaikovsky for our next piece. And to give you an idea of his compositional style, you're going to hear a short work of his he composed as a standalone piece. This is simply known as his Impromptu in A-flat major. We then go to our penultimate piece from Alexander Scriabin. And in this case, you're also going to hear another short standalone work of his. This was given a title simply known as Nuances. We then finish this episode with the 20th century French impressionistic composer Claude Debussy. And in this particular case, you're going to hear a substantial piece which comes from a large piano work known as his Image. He wrote 3 pieces of 2 different volumes, and in this case, you're going to hear from its French title, Et la lune descend sur le temple qu'elle fit, which translates as, and the moon descends on the temple that was, which comes from the second set of Image. So to recap, here's the order just once more. Prelude number 22 in B-flat minor from the Waltz for Clavier book 1 by J.S. Bach. Movement number 1 from Piano Sonata in E-flat, Coca number 282 by Mozart. Prelude in F sharp major from opus 28 by Chopin. Impromptu in A-flat major by Tchaikovsky. Nuances by Scriabin. And finally, Et la lune descend sur le temple qu'elle fit from the Image, book 2 by Debussy. So before I leave you to enjoy the music, make sure you click on the subscribe button and click the notification bell to make sure you don't miss new episodes when they get released. For now, sit back, relax, and I hope you all enjoy the music. Thank you.